Well, aloha, everyone. The market finally succumbed to some distribution on Friday. No surprise to anyone that watches these videos. As I said a few days ago, the NASDAQ, as you can see in the bottom of the screen, recorded green bop. Whenever it records green bop, you can even see the last time in November, there isn't much more upside before another downside. And let's see if I can even go further out, if I can see anything. We can see here, last time there was green bop in May, we went down into June. And then again in July, it didn't matter, but still, we didn't go anywhere before starting to go up again in August, and it was rough into September. But bottom line is, normally when BOP shows up green on the NASDAQ, we're done. And whenever you look at TSV, you can see we are at overbought levels, which means it's going to be hard. We can still go higher, as you can see, but it's not going to be at the same velocity as we saw earlier. And you can see MACD is agreeing with that move there. The NASDAQ 100, the exact same pattern, no difference, distribution day. The S&P 500, also a distribution day, down 0.30%. You can see TSV and MACD isn't as bad, but it isn't oversold either, racing up. It is firmly in overbought territory. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, also a distribution day, same similar situation. Not overbought yet, so there's further room to go. And maybe we'll see it take rotation leadership away from the NASDAQ, but Russell 2000 also is pretty overbought, so not sure how much room we have to go. And whenever we look at the stochastics and Wilder's RSI, you can see that overall we are pretty overbought on those two readings also, even long term. Taking a look at the NASDAQ, Wilder's RSI near that 74.75% level. Stochastics, as you can see, is around the 100 level. NASDAQ 100, same similar situation. So there's not much room for upside. S&P 500, same thing. Wilder's RSI, you can see a similar situation. Russell 2000 also overall very overbought. Dow Jones Industrial Average, so everything's overbought. Now the good news is, despite the selling on Friday, we only had a few sells. ZLTQ is technically a 25% sell, but what I think I want to do instead, I should sell at 25%. I'm really, you know what, I really, really, really should sell at 25%, and then if it reverses, I'll be happy. But no matter what, I have sell stops here below these lows here, and I have sell stops here below these lows here. These sell stops, I'm going to go ahead and uh, raise them, I think. Maybe not. If I sell 25% on Monday, there's no way I'm going to raise them. I'm going to keep both of them here, sell 25%, and more will end up being sold if we go below 31.91. If you decide not to sell 25%, I recommend moving up these sell stops to right below 31.91, and then moving up these sell stops to the next level, just so you can lock in more gains in case this one reverses. Now, the one stock I am sure about is Data. Data is definitely a 50% sell. We started to see it reverse intraday. At one point intraday, when it was near its high of the day, it looked awesome, and I updated my telechart scans and saw it intraday when it was near those highs, and Data looked incredible. So for it to reverse and close lower than where it opened, and then to follow through on that selling on heavier volume with the 2 days looking like it's rolling over, we're going to get out of 50% of that. And my final sell stop is with a move below 91.63. I am very, 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 very tempted to raise it up. And if I'm going to do that, it probably is going to end up being around the low a day of Friday. But maybe I won't. I might just keep it. If I'm going to sell 50%, might as well just keep it down here. But you can raise it if you want to. I'm willing to be a little bit more lenient until I see the market produce more selling. But besides Data and ZLTQ, there are no sells. EW and LCI are both closing below 10-day moving average on heavy volume. So I'm going to want to watch these levels closely on EW, and LCI is a big position, and it's actually produced some big gains for us in a short amount of time, so I'd hate to see these go. So I believe I'm going to go ahead and sell 25% off if it moves below 62.16. EW, not sure. I think what I'll do is raise the sell stops right below this low a day. I think that'll be a prudent decision overall. Two new long positions. CRTO, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful. Another pocket pivot point buy signal after producing 3 overall in February already, so it's his 4th one. CRTO is a favorite amongst us at Big Wave Trading, and if I can pop up the reason why, That's MRCY, and as you can see, those numbers are good. But CRTO, look at that sales growth, extremely impressive. Look at the earnings growth. I know 2015 is going to slow down, but 2016, look at those amazing numbers. PE ratio is pretty low too. ROE, cash flow is good. Overall solid. Canceling ratings. So you take that with a very bullish chart, including another pocket pivot point signal. Max Green bought for 5 days in a row, breaking out above these recent highs here post earnings, and you have a pretty good stock with big price and volume surge today with BOP being at max green, so not bad at all. And then MRCY also triggered because it was not only in the CanSlim scan, but it confirmed in the BOP 20-day scan. Not a huge volume surge, but you can see it's been pulling back on lighter volume in a very, very, very tight short stroke, possible flat base, possible flag pattern, whatever you want to call it. And now volume's picked up as it starts to round up here on the right side. Now BOP is declining the past 2 sessions, so I don't like seeing that, but still, if it pops higher and BOP even falls further, I could care less as long as price going up. But CRTO and MRCY are only going to be 2.5% because I'm already fully maxed out, so in the cash account, so I can't fully invest in these anyway. And technically what it would be is CRTO would be 2.5% in the CanSlim scan, 1% for being in the Max Green BOP scan, 1% for being a price volume BOP. For 4.5%, you can do that, and I would recommend that you do that, except for we had a distribution day on Friday, so you know, that's up to you. Me, I'm going to keep it 2.5%. Like I said, I can't even do that in the cash count. And MRCY, 2.5% for CanSlim scan, 1% for being a BOP 20 for 3.5%. Once again, I can't do that, so 2.5%. And that is it. All right, everyone. I'll see you in the chat room on Monday.